Hi, it's Keisha Dixon again from A Well Experience, and today is day 4 of my Go Live challenge, of a 5-day Go Live challenge. So on day 1, we spoke about how small changes, or how change in general, can be uncomfortable. And even those small changes can bring discomfort, but it is so important in our goal towards intentional living. We also, on day 2, we spoke about the reason why goals can feel so sucky. And that's because of the internal resistance that, and the internal dialogue that we all have that's actually fighting you and fighting your conscious to remain in what feels like a safe and comfortable place. But that safe and comfortable place is often a stagnant place and a place where growth doesn't occur. And yesterday, date about the importance of authenticity and how your internal self really needs to be congruent with how you're showing up in the world. And once those two are aligned, that's when real magic success really takes off. And for those people who are already successful, it's when success raises to the next level. So now that we're walking in our intentional selves, you're going to notice some differences in your environment. If you pay attention to really successful people, you'll notice that they don't just freely give away their time. They set up boundaries. They don't freely give away of all of their resources so that they're running on fumes. Again, they set boundaries. They have clear, concise boundaries for themselves, and those boundaries are well communicated by them. So when you start walking in that intentional space and you're coming and you're being completely congruent, you'll notice that the people around you who are not used to this new intentional you will start reacting differently towards you. And in fact, they may even say, "You're different." And they may unintentionally, not understanding even the impact that it might be having on you, desire for you to be how you were. That inauthentic person who was stagnant and not growing, because that makes them feel comfortable. So they may say and do things to reestablish the dance that was taking place before, particularly if it was a codependent relationship. It's usually not meant, I should say, to be done in a manipulative way by them, but they're trying to feel comfortable, and they're trying to get a grasp on the space that they have. So you know what? You just show up intentionally and communicate your boundaries. It doesn't mean that there's going to be an argument or it needs to be done in a way that is not graceful, but it will be powerful. And that's just called assertiveness. That's standing in your space and holding your ground and mapping out your boundaries in a clear and concise way. Some people may say that you're giving them ultimatums, but you're not. And let me tell you what the difference is between standing your ground and showing up intentionally and showing up in your space versus giving ultimatums is you're not being manipulative. You're not connected to what their response is going to be, right? Everybody has the right to have their own response. You have to be almost neutral, disconnected from what the response is. You know that you've established your boundaries, right? And you've set the expectation for yourself. Whether or not they agree with that expectation is completely up to them. So you're establishing a self-love for yourself. You're not being manipulative, and you're not setting an ultimatum. But you are setting your boundaries, and that's important. And what you'll discover is some people will not be with the new, successful, aligned you, that intentional you. And that's okay. That actually makes space for those people who are going to be absolutely attracted to the power that you have, the power that you've harnessed. That is you. They're going to be attracted to you being you. And so the people that from your past that have decided that, hi Adam, the people from your past that have decided that, you know what, I don't like this intentional you. That's okay. Bid them goodbye, and that's fine. They may come back, they may not. But you're making perfect space for those people who are absolutely attracted to and will continue to encourage the intentional you. And you know, as Dale Carnegie says, practice makes permanent. So by setting boundaries with people that you never had boundaries with before, you're absolutely practicing your intentionality. And that practice is going to make it permanent in you, because you are providing evidence to yourself that it is okay to use your voice. It is more than okay to stand in your truth. It is perfectly wonderful and extraordinary to show up as you, that intentional you. I'm Keisha Dixon from A Well Experience, and I invite you to discover the well of goodness that you have inside. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Adam, thank you for watching. Have a good night.